Okay, students. So now we are going to start a mock interview for our students seriously, and this mock is for the post of Information System Officer in HPCL. So seriously, first of all, you introduce yourself.
So my name is Reushi Karak, as you have just mentioned. I am from Hooghly district of West Bengal. My schooling had been from various different places, and I studied in 6 to 7 schools. That was due to my father's transferable job. After that, however, my class 10th and 12th both are from the same school. After that, I joined Indian Institute of uh, Engineering, Science and Technology, IIST Shibpur, for my B.Tech in Information Technology and passed in 2020. After that, I joined a job which I got through campus placements in Capgemini. I did the job for 1 year. I left the job and prepared for competitive exams and got into another job that was in STQC Directorate under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. I am currently doing that job. My hobbies include painting, singing, and also I like swimming.
Okay, Shreyasi. So what is NIRF ranking of your college?
Uh, this year it is almost 72.
Okay, but earlier it was something in the range of 20, I think.
Yes, yes, sir.
So
It was, I
what
think,
reason?
70.
Why this difference?
Sir, actually, various factors are included in the ranking. So, what I realized is that one of the reason is that the bad infrastructure of the hostels. Like in the recent news, also there was an incident where the plaster just fell down from the ceiling in one of the boys' hostel. So, what I realize is this is one of the reason for its ranking going backwards.
Okay, so did you do something for that? Did you raise this issue with the management of the college principal?
Yes, sir. We used to raise complaints, and accordingly, some mending work was done. But as such, since all the students in the hostel was present in the hostel, it was not really possible to move them out all of a sudden and do some maintenance work. However, in the corona times when the college was closed, like there was virtual classes, that time there was total renovation of all the hostels. So maybe next ranking will go better.
Okay. So you were working with Capgemini.
I worked for 1 year.
Okay. So what did you learn there?
Okay, sir, I was working in the DBMS area. Mainly, I was working in the Oracle. Under Oracle, there is a ERP called PeopleSoft. So I was working there. So what I learned is, since we were completely doing work from home, so I learned how to communicate, speak over telephone, and take help from the seniors. So usually what happened is that earlier we were not so much good in telephonic conversation. So that was very much I could learn. And also I learned the technicalities that the job offered.
Okay. Then why did you leave that job?
Actually, from my college days only, I was very much oriented for going for a PSU job and or a government job, and I was preparing accordingly. I was also preparing for GATE so that I could get some jobs
So
through
now
GATE.
you have a government job. Your dream is true now.
Yes, sir.
Then why
But
do you want to switch again?
yes, sir. Since I am doing a job and the profile is scientific and technical profile, I am also looking for some other skills like my soft skill, which I want to develop. Also, I am looking for the growth opportunity also. So, a faster growth opportunity that I expect from HPCL. And last and never the least, the compensation factor is also there. So that is why I am looking for this.
Okay. So after joining HPCL, will you stop looking for these things or you will continue?
I will definitely keep on looking for these skills, and I believe that HPCL offers that because, like in the uh, introductory session with HPCL that we had, so there I learned that mainly we will be given managerial cadre. So there are two cadres, managerial, non-managerial. So we will be given to the managerial cadre. So there I believe that I will have ample of scope to improve and work on these skills.
Okay. Now you told me that your schooling was from different schools due to the transferable job of your father. So do you like transferable job or you want to stay at one place only?
Sir, I find that exciting. I never had any problem with the transferable job structure.
Okay.
Like more people I can meet.
What is source of motivation for you?
So for me, motivation is that every day I plan to learn something new and I try to improve every day.
So during last 3 days, what new you learned?
So last 3 days, mainly, I'll say honestly that I was preparing a lot for this HPCL interview only. So I was going through the HPCL site as well as I was preparing for the technical interviews. And
So you have
along with,
visited the website of HPCL.
yes.
So tell me something about CGD.
Sorry, I missed it.
You did not find anything named CGD?
No, sir.
CGD network?
Sorry, I missed it.
Okay. Can you tell me the names of some other public sectors who have same kind of work as HPCL do?
Yes, Indian Oil is there, IOCL, BPCL is there.
And in private sector, is there any such organization working?
Reliance Oil refinery sector.
So why earlier PSU used to recruit very less number of software engineers, but right now this number is increasing. Okay, so what reason do you think?
Okay. Sir, every industry is moving for automation, and the same way, mainly after the Digital India initiative. So every industry is trying to do things digitally. Maintenance should be done digitally. Along with that, as per HPCL, I have seen they have worked on AI, ML, these areas also because they are all trying to bring automation so that remotely they can monitor different plants and refineries and offices. So this is for all the PSUs. So they are all moving for automation.
Okay. Okay. Rasika ma'am.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, Shreyasi, can you tell about the previous experience you worked on some technical domain?
Yes, sir. Yes, madam. In the Capgemini, where I worked for 1 year, there I was mainly working on database, and I was managing like my client company was a financial organization from USA. So we were using the ERP, PeopleSoft of Oracle, and we were pushing various means their clients' information into the system. So that kind of work I was doing. After that, currently I am working in STQC Directorate, and here I am working in the e-security domain where I am auditing various web applications and looking for the web security aspects based on OWASP and GIGW guidelines.
Okay, what is OWASP?
It is Open Web Application Security Protocol. So they have given some guidelines, the top 10 vulnerabilities that we check in the web applications that come to us.
Okay, can you name few of them?
Yes, ma'am. First is the broken access control, then is the cryptographic failures, then comes the injection, data validation, cross-site scripting, then request forgery, cross-site request forgery. So these are some we look for.
Okay,
Authentication
what
is
is
there.
cross-site scripting?
Okay, in cross-site scripting, suppose there is a intruder who attacks when there is a communication that is taking place between the client and the server. So mainly there will be some forms that are visible to the client's interface. So if that is intercepted and some scripts are given into any of the like any valid input is given, that is removed by the intruder to some scripts. So that may direct to some new page, or some pop-up may appear on the page, on the web page. So that is it.
So how to avoid this?
Okay. So, ma'am, basically, I'm not working on this development area. So basically, we just test and report it to the
Actually,
developer.
in the top 10, which you told 5 or 6 names, in that you told data validation itself. That's
Yes,
why I
yes,
asked this
yes,
question.
yes, yes, yes. Data validation, yes, that we report. Yes.
Okay. In Oracle, which domain, like, is there some particular DB that you worked with?
Ma'am, particular DB means what do you mean?
You took the name like Oracle DB you took. You said something.
Yes, yes. We work on a ERP. Name was PeopleSoft.
Okay, it was a ERP.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think Aman sir, if you're there, you can proceed. Okay, what are your favorite subjects?
Operating system, algorithm, networks.
Okay. So, operating system, what all have you studied in operating systems?
Process management, memory management, disk management, file management.
Okay, management of everything. So, what is file management?
So file management refers to how the files are being stored one after the other, how they will be arranged. So that will be continuous, linked, or indexed. So those are how the file are organized.
Okay, is this really a part of operating system?
We can say that it is also involving how it is stored in the memory. So maybe the organization part is also involved.
Organization part. Okay,
Computer
if I
organ.
come to the file system indexing, so how are indexes managed by the operating system?
So one table is maintained which keeps the indexes of the files. So this table is actually maintained by the operating system.
Okay, what are these files actually, according to you, that should be maintained by the operating system and not the user?
File is a collection of records. So some file, it can be a collection of bytes which further get accumulated into blocks and records, and finally in a larger larger form, it is called as a file.
Yes, I understood what is file. I'm saying that are there any files? Can you give 1 or 2 examples that should be maintained by operating system and not by the user?
Okay. So if there is some file which keeps the uh, important instructions like the memory map, so these are mainly not given access to the user.
Okay. After that, which subject you told? Operating system, other than the operating system? Databases.
Network, I said, and algorithm, I said.
Okay. So, in network, what is Kerberos? Have you heard of this term?
Yes, I heard. Kerberos is related to network security, but I'm not very sure.
Okay, Tyagi sir, you can proceed. Yeah, I can give you the feedback. Actually, this part, OWASP part, I saw that you have studied well, but like you can collect much more knowledge about what all, like with the example proper. Okay. In OWASP, because you got confused when I asked that how to remove this, and you already told all these points. OWASP is simply the
Yes,
set
yes.
of rules, right? With data validation, we can remove all these problems itself, cross-site
Hmm.
scripting, all these problems. So you should have like a better idea because you are a technical person, and plus you will be working in managerial. You should have idea about OWASP. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And plus Oracle ERP also you can see that what all modules it had.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
And in this operating system, we are actually not managing files from that, like operating system is not managing files, but actually few files it has that cannot be opened by the user. That files are like exe file and com file. These have to be opened. So for openings of files are required that whichever software we are downloading in our laptop, it is in exe format. So to run that file, we need some other files that are not required to be maintained by the user. Okay.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, exe file and what other you said?
Uh, exe file, com file, bin file, like whichever extensions are there to open this file.
Okay,
To open this is the work of operating system. How to open this? We don't do it. We just click on it and it will be opened and installed automatically.
okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, Tyagi sir.
Sir, sir, just excuse me. Sir, in Beladi's anomaly, so it is expected, normally it is expected that on increasing the number of frames, the page faults should be lesser. But in case of Beladi's anomaly, that is not the case. On increasing the number of frames, more number of page faults occur. So this is associated with the page replacement policy,
Hello.
that is FIFO. Hello?
Yes, continue.
Yes, it is associated with page replacement policy of FIFO.
Okay. Acha, can you in compiler there are some type of conflicts, right? Reduce or shift reduce, है ना? So why shift type of conflict is not possible?
Because whenever there is two shifts in the same state, so we always have to do the closure up to the end point. That means we have to check that uh, like the whole string is actually the closure is done of the entire production. That means when we are using the dot, then that dot has to go up to the end of the production. So if there are two shifts in the same state, then we will further continue doing the closure. So that is why SS conflict is not there.
Okay. Can you tell me what is convoy effect?
Yes. Convoy effect is mainly associated with FCFS scheduling of the CPU. So if there is a large process followed by small processes, then the waiting time of the small process will be large, because it will wait for the entire big process to complete, that is before the small process. Only after that the small process can start. So in this way the waiting time will increase. So this is convoy effect. On the other hand, if the smaller process would be before the larger process, then the waiting time would have been less.
Okay. Have you heard of generating function?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of generating function?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain what is generating function and why we use it?
Okay, sir. Generating function is basically a function which will represent a series of numbers. So suppose we have some numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, that is a series. So in the generating function, sir, I'll just write the function and I'll tell you.
Yes, just show me an example.
Yes.
And the series with respect to that.
Okay, sir.
What will be the generating function? Generating function for this will be 1 plus, can you zoom out? Yes, 1 plus 2z plus 3z plus 4. I think the generating function, this is the expansion of the series, I guess.
Yes.
But what will be the generating function? Like if you have, yes. Again, this is the series that, this is normally the series. This is not the generating function. Generating function for this will be 1 by 1 minus
Okay. I understand. Okay. I'll solve it. 1 divided by 1 minus z
whole square. Yes, this will be the. So what if I do z cube divided by 1 minus z square? What will be the generating function then?
z cube 1 minus z.
1 minus z whole cube. Whole square.
Sir, once again repeat.
Z cube divided by
Yes.
1 minus z square. 1 minus z ka square.
This only
Yes.
z ka square. Okay, this.
1 minus z ka square. Yes.
This is correct, right?
Yes. What will be the sequence generated by this?
Sir, is this a sir, I'm not sure.
Okay, let me give you your feedback, Shresi. So ठीक था मेरे साथ, तो आपने नॉर्मली आंसर करा है. तो वैसे ये जनरेटिंग फंक्शन वगैरह ये तो ऐसे चलो, मतलब इतना वो इस तरह का क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछेगा, मेनली इतना मैथ में उसमें नहीं जाएगा. वो तो आपने, मुझे लगा मैंने बस आपसे एक्सप्लेनेशन मांगी थी, आपने थोड़ा आगे उसको फॉर्मूला बता दिया तो फिर मैंने आगे उसको खींच लिया. वरना वो ऐसे मतलब इतना मैथ में नहीं जाएगा, ज्यादा टेक्निकल साइड रहेगा. और बाकी ठीक था मेरे साथ, बाकी पुराने भी आपके इंटरव्यू ठीक ही रहे हैं. तो ये ठीक इंटरव्यू था मेरी तरफ से. तो बाकी इसका आंसर ये होगा, z क्यूब जब आएगा ना तो आगे 3 जीरो स्टार्टिंग में आएंगे, 0 0 0, देन द सीक्वेंस विल रिमेन सेम एज 1 by 1 minus z whole square. Z cube will provide you the 3 zeros at the start.
Okay. So 3 zeros followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, that way.
1 2 3 4. Like there is no particular method how this works. I don't know how this works, or the thing is, but I know, like I have memorized all the like functions that if you multiply z, then it will give you a 1 0. If you divide by 1 minus 3z, then it will do this, and then it will do this. Like all the theories that you have on this is those are some research papers from PhD. So we don't need to go into that much depth. So we just need to remember how the sequence works. So बाकी ठीक था, no issues.
Okay, sir.
रशिका मैम, आपने रिव्यू दे दिए? I think त्यागी सर.
श्रेयसी,
Yes, sir.
इंट्रोडक्शन अच्छा है, ठीक है, और मतलब प्रेजेंटेशन भी अच्छा है, बोलने का तरीका भी अच्छा है, सब कुछ ठीक है, कोई ऐसा इशू नहीं लगा मुझे. बस
Okay.
थोड़ा सा ये है कि जब तुमने बोला कि मैंने प्रिपरेशन की है 3-4 दिन और वेबसाइट विजिट की है, तो फिर उसके अंदर से अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया तो वहां पे ध्यान रखना. एक बार पढ़ो तो पूरा पढ़ लो ध्यान से। CGD नेटवर्क का मतलब है सिटी गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क।
ओह ओके ओके ओके।
ठीक है, तो उससे क्वेश्चन मतलब जनरल क्वेश्चन बना सकते हैं कहीं से भी। तो HPCL के बारे में थोड़ा, और तुम्हारा जो करंट में जॉब है उससे थोड़ा और अंदर के कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं वो, जो तुम्हारा वर्क है ना, टेक्निकल वर्क, सब्जेक्ट की नॉलेज के अलावा, क्योंकि तुम काम कर रहे हो। ठीक है, तो वो क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं। ठीक है, और दूसरा आंसर तुम्हारे ठीक है सारे के सारे, ऐसा कोई मतलब चेंज वाला कोई वो नहीं लगा, ओके है सारा। उसके अलावा कुछ और क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं तुमसे जनरल कुछ भी। थोड़ा सा ज्योग्राफी देख लेना, क्योंकि कई बार ना वो क्वेश्चन ऐसे पूछ लेते हैं कि केरला की उधर की तरफ कौन सा मतलब स्टेट है, या स्टेट की बाउंड्री किसको टच कर रही है, थोड़ा ज्योग्राफी में इंटरेस्टेड रहते हैं कई बार। तो बेसिक ज्योग्राफी जो है ना पूरी वर्ल्ड की, थोड़ा उसको देखना एक बार। करंट इश्यूज वर्ल्ड के चल रहे हैं उनके ऊपर कुछ पूछ सकते हैं।
ये सर ये
ठीक है ना, जनरल अवेयरनेस थोड़ी सी, उसका एक दो क्वेश्चन हमेशा बनता है इसमें, HPCL में, इंडियन ऑयल में, इन सब में। तो थोड़ा सा उस पर टाइम लगा लेना। ठीक है,
ओके सर,
तो अच्छा हो जाएगा।
ओके सर।
चलो
सर वन क्वेश्चन आई हैव। तो बेसिकली अभी एक सेशन था HPCL के साथ, so from there I got to know that mainly this IS people will be, I mean information system officer people will be put into marketing cadre, marketing, refinery, and there will be some technical profile related to the IT only. So marketing के बारे में ज्यादा जानना चाहिए क्या सर? मार्केटिंग एंड
आप उसमें
रिफाइनरी।
इंटरेस्टेड हो, आप तीन में से किस प्रोफाइल में जाना चाहते हो?
सर वो तो
उन्होंने आपको तीन दिया, रिफाइनरी, IT और मार्केटिंग। तो आप बताओ ना आपका इंक्लिनेशन किस डायरेक्शन में है?
ओके सर,
आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा। अगर पूछ लेते तीनों में से आप किस में रहना चाहोगे, तो आपके पास एक विजन होना चाहिए ना उसका आंसर का, ये प्रिपेयर करो फिर।
ओके
कि तीनों में क्या डिफरेंस रहेगा जॉब एंड रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज में, और फिर आप अपने आप को किस में ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल पाते हो। तो आप बोल सकते हो कि तीनों में मैं ओके हूं, बट अगर मतलब ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी मेरे से अगर पूछी जाती है तो मैं इसमें मतलब प्रायोरिटी इसको देना चाहूंगी। तो वो क्या है वो तुम्हें डिसाइड करना है ना। अगर तुम्हें अच्छा लगता है मार्केटिंग वाला पार्ट, तो मार्केटिंग क्यों करना चाहते हो, उसमें क्या इंटरेस्ट है तुम्हारा, क्या स्किल्स है, उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सोच लो। ठीक है, रिफाइनरी में जाना चाहते हो तो रिफाइनरी में तुम्हारा क्या काम है, इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम ऑफिसर का, उसके बारे में थोड़ा आइडिया ले लो। अंदर का डेप्थ में तो नहीं पूछेंगे ज्यादा, उतना तुमने भी काम ही नहीं करा है, तो तुम्हारे स्किल्स ही चेक करेंगे बस। और तीसरा जो है IT सर्विसेज, तो IT सर्विसेज में अगर रहना चाहते हो तो तुम्हारे लिए सुटेबल तो मेरे हिसाब से वही रहेगा, तुमने जॉब जो की है उसके हिसाब से भी। तो उसी उसको रिलेट कर सकते हो कि IT सर्विसेज अच्छा सेक्टर है, मेरे नॉलेज भी है, बैकग्राउंड भी है मेरी उसमें। ठीक है, बाकी मैं मार्केटिंग के लिए भी ओके हूँ, और रिफाइनरी में भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
ओके सर।
एक पे थोड़ा ज्यादा स्ट्रेस, बाकी में सब में कंफर्टेबल, ऐसे बोलना।
ओके ओके सर।
ठीक है,
ओके सर।
हाँ चलो। और तुम ये मार्केटिंग से रिलेट कर सकते हो कि मैं, चूंकि मेरे फादर इधर उधर ट्रांसफर होते रहते थे, कई स्कूल्स में पढ़े हूँ, डिफरेंट पीपल से मेरे इंटरेक्शंस करना मुझे अच्छा लगता है लोगों से। ठीक है, और मैं समझती हूँ डिफरेंट एरियाज के लोगों को।
ओके सर।
हाँ,
यस
तो
सर।
इंटरेक्शंस मतलब मेरे मार्केटिंग में अगर पूछते हैं तो आप ये बोल सकते हो कि मेरे को इंटरेक्शन पीपल से अच्छा लगता है, मतलब लोगों को अपने किसी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू पे कन्वेंस करना, समझाना। तो फिर उसके प्रोडक्ट के बारे में भी पढ़ लेना थोड़ा, HPCL के सारे प्रोडक्ट के बारे में, क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट हैं मार्केट में, उनके किस ब्रांड नेम से चलते हैं वो, कंपटीटर कौन कौन से हैं उनके, बाहर की सर्विस करा ले जाते हैं ना। ठीक है,
ओके सर।
चलो
ओके, थैंक यू सर।